guys, welcome to a few hours later and a little bit further back, having done a little U-turn around the bend and a nice afternoon and evening spent staring at Dorset Sea. This evening, we're cooking something also from yesterday's muntjac. We are going to make meaty couscous loin wraps. Cider has been consumed, and so speech has been impeded. I am like a 12-year-old girl drinking her first Bacardi Breezer. All right, so what we've done is I sat up there just now and I prepared a onions and a tomatoes in a balsamic vinegar of Medina with salt. We are going to cook this. I say first, we're going to put it in first. I'm hoping that, seeing as I don't really like cooked tomatoes, the less I cook them the better. The less you cook muntjac loin, the better. And then I'll take it off the heat just to let it all rest. And then I'm going to chuck it in a wrap, cut it in half, and we're going to share it. And that's going to be our dinner before we drive back home to Concretesville, which is depressingly close to here, really. All right, bash. There we go. This pot is not something I generally cook in, but it's where the gas cooker lives, so that I never have nothing to cook in. Something very campy about that sound, isn't there? About a billy being smashed. Is it a billy? I guess it is. It's a billy can. A billy can. Not really a billy can, but it's close. What's a billy can? You're cooking when you go camping. It's like a tin can, like a billy. It's like a tin pot. Like Waltzing Matilda, da 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 da, Billy Boyles, da 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 da, Matilda with me, Billy.
What?
You know Waltzing Matilda?
Vaguely.
Is it Waltzing Matilda? And my Billy Boyles. Yeah, that's the word. Something to do with boiling Billy. Look, you're going to make me burn the food. This is all a ploy to make me eat cooked tomatoes. No, I don't mind warmed tomato. I'd hate them. I didn't want to cook them. This is what sacrifice is, ladies and gentlemen. It means men eating food they don't like to keep women happy. Right, in this muntjac bag we have 2 loins of a good size muntjac, silver skinned off, 2 cloves of garlic, some oregano, some lemon, some olive oil and some salt and some pepper. And that's been in there for, I don't know, since last night-ish. My hope is that when the garlic is cooked, everything else will also be cooked. So I'm going to put the tomatoes on top because we don't want them to cook. Right. Tomato is like the best fresh thing. You can bite into one of these tomatoes, they're delicious. Then you cook it and it turns into an eyeball. It's gross. Pigeon, bang. Sorry. Squirrel. This is good for me. Pretty, isn't it? And empty. I've been here nearly most of the day. Seen 2 people. Well, I've only seen 1 person and it's all 2 people in the distance. I appreciate there's no sand, but there are rocks. And rocks are cool. Less comfortable to lie on, but there is really big rocks. You could just lie on a really big rock. Couscous. Pre-prepared couscous. Cooked half in milk and half in, well, not cooked, made, soaked in milk and venison stock, made from the same deer. Should be good. I quite like couscous cooked with milk. I pretty much dislike couscous when it's cooked with water. Couscous cooked with stock is adequate. Couscous cooked in milk is better. The end. Tide's coming in. We're gonna get stranded. Be like the famous five. Enid Blyton will write books about how we sat on it. Well, all right. AI will write books about us in the style of Enid Blyton and how we got trapped on a beach, but instead of doing something ingenious to get ourselves off, we sat here eating food and laughing until the tide went back out, because we're adults and we understand that patience is key. And often, most of the things that the famous Fabulous Five got into, which was the one with Kiki the parrot, they were stupid too. They did a lot of things they shouldn't have done. They could have called an adult to help. All right, baby, she's done. Let's take that off to rest. Holy sh**. Hey, look, the reason you don't buy expensive gas burners and you only buy like middle of the road, reasonably sized ones is, so firstly you can burn your fingers because I've just recovered from one burn, and secondly so you can drop it and not care. So why can't I have nice things? The only thing I can manage to shoot and not drop is a gun. Alright, Jack, we're going to put that down there. Alright, you, now it is time. Now is the summer of our discontent. Is adequate. It was couscous. Who goes wild for couscous? Who even looks at couscous and goes, yes, that's what I want? This is better than a plate. This is a flatbread. A shop bought one, no less, but these don't taste like wraps do. Oh yeah. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Granted, it doesn't look too bad. The fact that tomatoes are disintegrated into sauce makes me feel slightly better. No. Now we're going to couscous it. We're hoping that bringing a pot of couscous was better than bringing, you know, plates. And a little bit of sauce. Hey, that's what Sash fantasises about. I did not cut that venison into sociably sized chunks of deer. That is a big chew, which is preferable, unless you're making a video about eating. All right, from a flavour perspective, lots of garlic. The lemon is lovely and fresh to go with it. The oregano gives you a nice herby back. The venison, you can taste. Tastes meaty, which is good. That's kind of what you need it to do in this. You're not looking at it to be overpowering, not that muntjac is. The couscous does add a different texture, and actually the fact that it was cooked in the muntjac stock and the milk, it's got a nice, I don't know, baseline flavour that helps wrap it all up, although it's currently floating around my teeth and tongue. My little thronglets. The tomatoes, you can taste the tomato taste, sort of gone throughout, no drama there, and the onions the same. The tomato and onion is a little bit like, I guess, a stock that sort of wraps around in flavour. It's not that super exciting, but it definitely helps it all come together. I think if it was just meat on its own, I don't know, firstly, you wouldn't have a sauce, and secondly, well, you wouldn't have any vegetables. 5 a day, baby. It's important. For those who are not in the UK, 5 a day is a government thing to make you, or to remind you to eat 5 fruits and vegetables a day so you don't die of scurvy. Cheers. Guys, you take care. Go and shoot some deer. And if you don't shoot some deer, cook some deer. And if you don't cook some deer, get out and sit by the sea. Take care. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.